Hello, friars. In our last lesson here on Theology of the Body, I would like to recount or talk about this idea that we were created to love and be loved. We were created to love and be loved. And from the very beginning, all you and I ever want in this world is to be loved, right? That's all we want. That's why we do the things that we do. That's what makes us happy in every shape, form, or way, to be loved, to be told that you're special, that you're wonderful, that you're great, that you're amazing, to be loved, right? And they've done studies on this before. Unfortunately, there was a study that was done um, where they took these babies, and there was one baby that they were constantly picking up, holding, caring for, loving, etc. And there was another baby who, that baby, they just basically fed the baby, changed its diapers, attended to their basic needs, right? But they never carried that baby. They never loved that baby. They never comforted that baby. And that baby actually died. That baby died. And it's very indicative, again, of the human condition, that we are created to love and to be loved. And unless we realize that in this world, gentlemen, we are never going to find happiness. We're never going to know what life is truly about, which is to be loved and to love. And at least and in order for us to do that, we need to learn how to love ourselves first. As John Paul II says, you can't give of yourself unless you possess yourself, right? You can't love unless you love yourself. And obviously not in a disordered way, but in a healthy way, right? To learn how to love yourself in a healthy way, the way God sees you, for who you are, a child of God, a son of God, a daughter of God. So the key of happiness in this world, because we all want to be happy, but unfortunately we look for happiness in the wrong places, gentlemen, right? We look for it in the pleasures of the world, and drugs and alcohol and power and money and sex, etc., etc. But the key to happiness that John Paul constantly talks about is to be a gift. And how do you become a gift? By giving of yourself. You see, gentlemen, we were made to love and to be loved. And when we fail to love others, to give of ourselves to others, to just think about me, and to implode in ourselves and just be selfish and constantly think about our own desires and our own wants. There's nothing wrong with that. But to an extremity that it becomes the center of our lives, only concern of our lives, that's when we become miserable. That's when we become depressed. That's when we become sad, envious, jealous of other people. But the person that learns how to give of himself to others, right? To give of himself, maybe one day God calls him to give of himself to his wife, totally give of himself to his wife, to her husband. And then if God should give them children, to give of themselves to their children, right? As I talked about before, to be that father, to be that husband. Those are the greatest things that God will call you, gentlemen, to do in this world, if he shall call you to that. But there's other ways of giving yourself if you don't get married. To give of yourselves to a community, to other people, individually, collectively, right? Just like a priest does, just like John Paul II gave himself up for the church, just as Mother Teresa, as we see here in this image, constantly gave of herself to others. And these were the most happiest people in the world, gentlemen. That's why they say that the people who are most happy are the ones that are constantly giving of themselves, not the ones that are constantly full of greed and envy of other people. Those are the people that become depressed and unfortunately a lot of times take their lives. So to give of yourself is the key to happiness, gentlemen. Always giving of yourself to others, whatever God may call you to do, to love others. And in return, they will love you. God bless you.